The Indian Geotechnical Society, which was earlier known and founded under the name of the Indian National Society of Soil Mechanics and Foundation Engineering, was established in 1948. This came soon after the Second International Conference on Soil Mechanics and Foundation Engineering held in Rotterdam. The society was affiliated to the International Society in the same year, and since then it has strived to fulfill and promote the objectives of the International Society. The name Indian Geotechnical Society was adopted in 1970. The vision of the founding president, Mr. Khosla, and the honorary secretary, Dr. N.D. Gulati, was to build the society to promote cooperation amongst engineers and scientists for the advancement and dissemination of knowledge in the fields of soil mechanics, foundation engineering, soil dynamics, engineering geology, rock mechanics, snow and ice mechanics, and allied fields and their practical applications. As the geotechnical community started to grow, the International Society decided to have regional conferences for each continent, along with having 4 yearly international conferences. This is when the first Asian Regional Conference was held in 1960 in New Delhi. India also hosted the 5th Asian Regional Conference at Bangalore in 1975 and the 13th one at Kolkata in 2007. IGS has been organizing national conferences annually in different cities since 1961. The Silver Jubilee Conference was held at Kurukshetra in 1973. 1978's GeoCon was a landmark conference held at IIT Delhi, which was inaugurated by the then Prime Minister Morarji Desai. IGS started the prestigious annual lecture in 1978. A tradition followed till date. The first one was delivered by Professor R.K. Katti. Several others who delivered the annual lectures include Professor Dinesh Mohan, Professor T. Ramamurthy, Dr. R.K. Bhandari, Professor Gopal Ranjan, Dr. B.G. Rao, Dr. N.V. Nayak, Professor G.V. Rao, Professor A.V. Shroff, and most recently, Professor M.N. Viladkar. IGS made an impressive debut in the international scene in 1994 with the organization of the 13th International Conference on Soil Mechanics and Geotechnical Engineering that was held in New Delhi. This was one of the biggest conferences in the history of the International Society, and it firmly put India on the international map.
24 years ago, in 1994, the Indian Geotechnical Society organized the 13th International Conference on Soil Mechanics and Foundation Engineering in New Delhi. This conference was a great success. Everything went perfectly as planned. Its technical sessions, its exhibition, its field trips, its delegate interaction, its companions program, its entertainment, and hospitality. Dr. Parry, the Secretary General of the International Society, in his concluding remarks, branded the conference as the Magic Carpet Conference.
The turning point came from the 12th Annual Regional Conference in Singapore, which saw more than 20 Indian participants and the keynote lecture by Professor Madhav. We were successful in winning the next ARC at Kolkata and also Professor Madhav as Vice Presidentship for Asia for the term 2005 to 2009.
The major visible contributions from Indian Geotechnical Society have been in the latest 21st century. A large contingent had attended the Singapore Asian Regional Conference, followed by election of Professor M.R. Madhav as the next Vice President for the term 2005-2009. Several of our members have been, members of IGS have been members of the technical committee, and the most recent achievement of our society has been the keynote lecture or plenary lecture given by Professor Babu at the Seoul International Conference. with the kind of enthusiasm and activities of the Indian Geotechnical Society and its members, I look forward to a much more greater role for IGS in the international community.
The Golden Jubilee Conference was held in 1998 at Delhi. IGC has hosted the council meeting of ISSMGE at Bangalore and the 6th Asian Young Geotechnical Engineers Conference very successfully thanks to great efforts by Professor Sitaram, Professor Srinivas Murthy and the team. IGS was successful in bidding for the 6th International Conference on Environmental Geotechniques to Delhi in 2010, which was a great success with due to Professor Manoj Datta's great efforts. The international community has become aware of our true potential, with several of our members becoming active in several technical committees of ISSMGE. IGS has a full-fledged office in New Delhi catering to the needs of its members. IGS publishes a quarterly journal since 1962. It is now accessible online to all IGS members free of cost. Since 2012, the journal is being published by Springer for qualitative improvement and international reach. It has wide circulation and is retrieved internationally. IGS also publishes a quarterly newsletter to keep its members abreast of all geotechnical events. IGS operates through its local chapters that keeps its flag high in different cities of India. With 44 active chapters, IGS has spread its reach to every part of the country. Some of the active local chapters include Delhi, Roorkee, Mumbai, Indore, Pune, Goa, Surat, Bangalore, Chennai, Kolkata, Guwahati, and several others. To encourage the chapters, an annual Best Chapter Award was instituted in 1995. The Delhi chapter has won this award a record 5 times. The geotechnical industry in India is incomplete without its partnerships with geologists, earth retention system contractors, consultants, and public sector organizations. Institutions like the IITs, CSMRS, CRRI, CBRI provide industry-academia interaction so that the benefits of research reaches the industry and the industry can input to the academia what the thrust of the research should be. This helps in directly applying the findings of the research on the ground for real implementation. With the growing demand for land, we have skyscrapers sprouting up in every big and small city in India. As industries grow, demand for power and power plants also increases. Connecting the industries through bridges, highways, railways, and metros, the Indian geotechnical landscape only shows a promising future. This also means that there is a demand for quality work as the margin for error is nil. Today, IGS is working towards setting up a joint assessment for testing soils along with the National Accreditation Board for Laboratories, the NABL, to match the quality of testing with the international standards. IGS is also working with the Bureau of Indian Standards to prepare Indian standard codes in several aspects of foundation design and field and laboratory testing. Many of our members serve in these committees.
The future is very bright and full of optimism. A number of initiatives have been taken up, promotion of student chapters in various colleges and institutes to sensitize the students about the importance of geotechnical engineering in their curriculum and the practice. Creation of number of professional groups to make them aware of the future challenges and opportunities in geotechnical engineering. A number of initiatives such as interactions with other professional groups that are overlapping with geotechnical practice are also initiated. It's hoped that with all these initiatives and further initiatives that one can have at IGS level, there could be better geotechnics in the country, which ultimately lead to better, cleaner, sustainable societies.
The future of geotechnical engineering lies in the hands of today's students. Recognizing this, IGS has set up student chapters in some cities, several more in the offing. As we celebrate the 70th year of the Indian Geotechnical Society, the possibilities that we look forward to are limitless. Here's to saluting the past, celebrating the present, and welcoming the future.